Today is Palm Sunday, so you have something Palm Sunday-ish to talk about, Janet?
What? Well, well, what I would say about Palm Sunday is it's an opportunity for us as we share the story of it, to take a look at expect the unexpected. So when they came in on their little donkey, with the palms, they didn't expect to be, revered and celebrated,
Right.
and then how quickly that can turn. So it really taught me a lesson about not getting caught up in worldly things, like what the
Right.
world thinks of me or what the world, appreciates about me. That's great, but I can't hang my hat on that. I have to hang my hat on my own soul.
Right.
I really like the hang your hat on your own soul. It's a good motto.
And today is Palm Sunday. And I was thinking of what to talk about Palm Sunday, and I kept sliding a little bit more into Easter. So it's going to be more of a Easter talk than it is talk about Palm Sunday. And I went online and looked at there are sayings about Palm Sunday that I would like, and this came out. It says, the crowds that went ahead of him and that followed were shouting, Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. And I thought, oh, that's great. That's what we would think would be happening as he came in to town on his donkey, was everybody being saying Hosanna. And it gave me a really good feeling. And then when I read that, and I thought, that's so nice. And it's from the Bible, it's from Matthew 21:9. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. Into the New Testament, and it looked like a good thing to read. So the crowds that went ahead of him and that followed were shouting, Hosanna to the Son of David, blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord, Hosanna in the highest heaven. And so that's a good way to think of Palm Sunday. And when you think of Palm Sunday, for me, I always think of it as an experience that kind of went south. Everybody was excited, and then it turned, and then it got angry. And so think of the times in your life when you have times that you're thinking very positive, but it doesn't work out that way. There's something going wrong with it. And feel that you aren't the reason that it's happening, it's just happening. And don't take it on. Don't say, oh, look what I did. I did this wrong. Enjoy the things that are happening in your life. Don't look at the negative. Stay looking at the positive. Because if you're walking into a town and it's brand new, enjoy it. Look at it with a positive energy. So, with all of that, I'm going to ask our wonderful Janet if she would play us a song and just give us a meditative song. How's that sound, Janet?
All right, boss. So, so my friends, before we do that, I'm just going to light our candle because it
Oh,
reminds
great.
us that we can all be the light for each other. In these times, especially, I think anytime we can reaffirm that and re energize that with our own intention, it's powerful
That's
because we
great.
are truly the best support for each other because we're in this wonderful community that allows us to be ourselves, to be ourselves. And so, just as Dottie was talking about, you know, um, the whole Palm Sunday thing, the welcoming, that Jesus and his crew were given. Um, we have to take a look at whatever the outer world is saying about us. we've got to, and we just came up with this phrase, we've got to hang our hat on our own soul. We
Oh,
have to
wonderful.
hang our hat on our own soul.
Who
Great.
said
Right?
that?
And that,
Janet.
we said that. Yeah.
Janet said
It
that.
came out of my mouth, but we all said it as well.
Okay, you ain't quoting. You are the quote. Okay, I'm writing that down.
And when we hang our hat on our own soul, what it means is that we rely on ourselves for our sense of self-esteem. And that leads me right into our next speaker series talk, which is our own Reverend Joyce C. Brown. Okay, and she's going to be talking about I like me. That's the name of it. I like me. And we're going to talk about how do we take care of ourselves? How do we like ourselves? So that no matter what's ever happening in the outer world, whatever people are saying about us, whatever is going on, we're focused on that. So hang our hat on our own soul.
Right. Wonderful.
All righty. All right. And just allow yourself to just get settled in. You've all gotten up. You've all come here today to just be in this moment. And so just allow your body to relax. You are here. Nothing that has to be said, nothing that has to be done, except for you just being here now. And we often think of Palm Sunday as being a celebration, which it is. It's an opening to a new energy, an opening to a new way of being. So just allow yourself as you sink into the seat, as you allow your body to relax with every breath, just give yourself this moment to just be. Just be. And I'd like you to go to a favorite springtime place in your mind. Be the beach or a meadow or the mountains. It might be the desert in the springtime, so beautiful with all the flowers. And just allow yourself to be in spring as the seasons change, as the seasons turn. Last night we experienced the pink full moon, the spring moon, the energy that it brings. And so just allow yourself to be in this place in spring and just enjoy nature giving you rejuvenating energy and healing and life. It is that wonderful life. Feel every part of you with every breath, just releasing anything that is heavy, anything that might be a burden. Just on the breath, just let it go and be in your favorite place in spring. Oh, I'm awakening, oh, I am growing now. Oh, I am listening, oh, I am singing now. Oh, I am bringing, oh, I am giving now. My full self to the world and back again to my soul. And it brings me home, and it brings me home to you, to you. Oh, it brings me home, and it brings me home to be true to myself and the world. Ooh, ooh. that I have held in my soul are realized in this moment, in this breath of spring. Ooh, spring. Oh, this breath of spring, and I can be me. Into my new spring, I am giving, I am receiving the light, dancing into spring. Oh, the earth holds my love, and I am cradled by the one that brings me hope. The energy in the universe that weaves a blanket of hope and healing for me, for you, and we are held in this spring, spring, spring.
I'll take a nice deep breath. Oh. Thank you so much, Janet. That was wonderful. Next Sunday, we're going to have Reverend Mary Gary is going to be speaking from her house. So please zoom in. And she and Tom are going to be on the channel, and it should be interesting. And she is going to be talking a lot about what's going on in the world and what you can do about it and other things like that. So it's going to be an interesting talk that she's going to be doing, and we'd like for you to join us. Okay, so same station.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yes.
Could I talk about Brigadoon?
Yes.
So on May 24th, I'm going to Brigadoon, the Saratoga Light Opera, South Bay Light Opera. And it's a fun musical, and it's a little mystical because it's a time shift thing, and the music is simply great. So if you want something to look forward to, get online and get your tickets early, because it will sell out. It's a charming play. Also in June, there's going to be a psychic fair that the Living in Light Church, June 22nd, I'm going to say.
Has it been a year since the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We went and had a nice time.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
So maybe we could all get together and do something.
Great. I went, and I wasn't a reader or anything else, and did 3 readings. People just came up and said, "Dottie, you're here. I want to ask you such and such." And okay, it was kind of an interesting thing. I just was there just to be there.
And Dottie did a reading for me and told me I should go dancing. So on Thursday night, I went to a beginner waltz class, and I had so much fun. I had forgotten how much fun it is to dance.
Oh, great.
So thank you, Dottie.
Yep, you're welcome. As I give thought to the celebration of this Christian holiday of Easter, many memories flooded me. Going to the Catholic school I attended until I was 14, the focus on Easter was always that Jesus died for our sins and to ensure the gift of everlasting life. My best friend was Jesus, and thought anyone torturing and killing him left me very upset. Every year I found it very hard to understand why such a thing could happen to my friend, the Son of God. And as being raised in various churches, I was always sure that Jesus loved me. That was the one thing that I knew for sure. And then when I heard about all of the things that happened to him, I thought, how could I think of myself as somebody that Jesus loved? And it was a very interesting thought. After years of depression over Easter, a friend pointed out to me that I was and had been focusing on the wrong thing. The focus is on the resurrection, not the crucifixion. Easter is a pivotal point of belief. When Jesus was tortured and hung on a cross for his belief and teachings, he reminded us that life is not easy, not even when you're the Son of the Creator. When he rose from the dead, he taught us that life is everlasting, no beginning and no end. And thinking that the difference of being worried about the crucifixion and instead looking at the resurrection, making me think of what's going on in the world today. And all of the things that we're thinking of, that we're being crucified, we're being taken advantage of things that are happening to us. And if instead we think of this is a time for us to look at life in a different way. Look at life as we're being resurrected instead of crucified. And I thought, that's an interesting thought. So that's one of the things I want to talk about this morning is what are you doing? Are you thinking that everybody's against you and that what Joan had mentioned, what happened with the stock market, what was going on? Nobody in particular is doing this to us. So let's just instead look at the resurrection that's going to be happening after all of this is over. And it's going to be unique, it's going to be different, it's going to be horrendous, things that are going on, but don't keep looking at the negatives. Say, this is going to be like what Easter is about. There's going to be a resurrection from all of this. So just something to think about. When studying some of the Easter traditions, I came upon some lovely stories. Unlike other dates on the calendar, like Christmas and Independence Day, the date of Easter Sunday changes year after year. It's determined by when the first full moon occurs after the spring equinox, which typically on or around March 20th. So it can vary quite a bit. But just think about it. Think about Easter. Think about every holiday that you read about that is happening. If it's Christian, if it's Muslim, if it's Zoroastrian, realize that there's loads of people that are thinking of what's happening with that occasion, and put it in your head that there's somebody celebrating something just about every day of the year, and appreciate it and be there for them, so that you can be there for today is Palm Sunday, you can be here for us on Easter. Any day that you know is determined to be a religious holiday, appreciate it. And you'll be amazed at how many holidays there are, especially in April. Giving painted and decorated eggs as a symbol of good luck can be traced back over 4,000 years to the Persians. From ancient time, dyeing and decorating eggs has been a significant symbol in many cultures around the world. From the Zoroastrian Nowruz, dating back to over thousands of years ago, the Jewish Passover to the Christian Easter, eggs are painted in solid or multicolored, often to symbolize rebirth. I didn't think of that. I never thought that. The reason that the egg is what's used is because it represents rebirth. And what a thought when you think of eggs being as expensive as they are now. and people are worried about, oh no, what's happening to us? Well, we think of eggs as rebirth, then we think of, I'm not getting as many eggs as I was. There's a feeling there of losing touch with this, with Easter. you wonder what they're going to do on the White House lawn for Easter, yet with the price of eggs. So it's an interesting thing here of what's going on. The European custom decorating elaborate eggs evolved into a fine art with the colorful gilded designs of Ukrainian artists. Just think of, that goes all the way back to the Ukraine.
Mhm.
Decorated eggs became a mainstay of the Easter celebration in the 17th century. When Germany, when parents began decorating eggs and leaving them for their children to find before breakfast. This has been going on, this hiding eggs, this doing eggs for the celebration. The first chocolate Easter bunnies were made by German immigrants who predominantly settled in Pennsylvania, and when they first to create chocolate treats in the shape of bunnies, eggs, and chicks. This could explain the location of the Hershey Company, headquartered in Hershey, Pennsylvania. The bunny represents fertile life, which in turn is going to mean new life or rebirth. So a chocolate bunny means new life, new birth. This is all around this time of spring is new life and rebirth.
So we should eat more chocolate.
Yay! There before. That's what we'll bring to church next Sunday. Everybody, get your chocolate bunnies. Chocolate bunnies. Are they made in China? I don't know. Anyway.
Depends on the bunny, I think.
But when I thought of Hershey being developed because of the chocolate things, I thought that's silly. But it isn't.
It may be true.
That's what happened. Is the fellow who developed the Hershey Company knew that this is where he could get people to make the chocolate for him because they had done it since the 17th century. And a lot of the people that he hired to work for him came from the German people that were living there.
Yeah.
And so this is an interesting thing of how long we've had chocolate in this country.
It's a profitable company too. Pays a dividend.
It pays a dividend.
I think 4%. It's a high dividend.
Is that because it's Easter time?
No.
Or Halloween, or there's so many things we eat chocolate. Eat chocolate. Thrive.
And here are the top 2 most popular and widely celebrated Easter traditions around the world. Number 1, Easter egg hunts. A fun activity children where eggs, often chocolate, filled or colorful, are hidden for them to find. Now, this was always so much fun when I was growing up because there were a lot of kids in my family, and we got to hide eggs all over. But living in the desert, you had to make sure you got them quickly because they either would go bad, or there were all animals around that would eat the eggs. And it was not that unusual for my mom to get up early, hide the eggs outside, and go back, and there were little footprints by little creatures around where she had hidden them, and there weren't as many for us to find as she had hid. So we had to have a quick Easter egg hunt. The Easter Bunny is a folkloric character bringing joy as it delivers eggs and treats, symbolizing fertility and new beginnings. Well, that's interesting because where did an Easter Bunny come from? I looked and I couldn't tell who invented the Easter Bunny. It's just been around for a long time. Easter traditions around the world are as diverse as they are fascinating. Here are 10 popular ways to showcase the cultural richness of this celebration. Egg cracking in Greece. People play a game called Tusha where they tap dyed red eggs against each other to see whose egg remains uncracked.
Nice.
That, I wonder what you do when you're the one who survives with the uncracked egg. I guess it just means that you win something.
Accolades,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds painful.
brownie points.
Easter witches in Sweden. Children dress up as witches and go door to door exchanging drawings for treats, similar to Halloween.
What the
But
heck?
this is their Easter.
That's better than what we do.
Giant omelet in France, in the town of Hux. A massive omelet is cooked using thousands of eggs to feed the community. Now, I wonder what they're going to do this year.
Maybe they don't have the bird flu there.
Maybe, I think they do. Have the bird flu in France.
So it could be worldwide.
Water splashing in Poland, known as Singus Dingus. People splash water on each other as a playful tradition for Easter. Now, that's as far away from eggs as you can get, but it sounds like fun. I love being able to splash people with water. Flying kites in Bermuda. Homemade kites are flown on Good Friday to symbolize Christ's ascension. And what a great idea. I love kite flying. Flight kiting. I like that too, I guess. Flying kites is fun. And being able to do something unique that you look forward to, making a kite, flying it, and think of it as ascension when you do it. Alfombras in Central America. Intricate carpets made of sawdust and flowers decorate streets for processions for Easter. Wow, that's interesting. Intricate carpets made of sawdust and flowers. That is a beautiful, but they look beautiful, but they don't last very long.
Sawdust.
But it'd be fun to walk through it barefoot.
Yeah, that would be really fun. Egg rolling in the USA. The White House hosts an annual Easter egg roll on its lawn. I haven't heard about whether there's going to be this or not, but it's going to be interesting with the price of eggs. So we'll have to see what they're going to do. Dancing and drumming in Haiti. Easter celebrations blend Christian and voodoo traditions with vibrant music and parades. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I'm all there for dancing and drumming in Haiti.
So we need to go to Haiti and Sweden as a whole church trip.
The whole church trip.
Got
Haiti and Sweden, yeah. Chocolate bells in France. Instead of the Easter bunny, flying church bells deliver chocolates to children.
Church bell?
Flying church bells. So you get the church bells going, and that's when you deliver the chocolate bunnies to the kids.
All right.
Blessing by the Pope in Vatican City.
Oh,
Thousands gather in St. Peter's Square to receive the Pope's Urbi et Orbi blessing. All of these things in different countries happen because of somebody came up with the egg being a traditional thing to have for Easter. And it's very interesting to have them be so unique with dancing, with singing, with making omelets, with all of these things that happen. So what I'm thinking about is maybe for next Sunday you could make something at home and tell us what it is. Let Mary know I'll let Mary know that you're going to be telling us what you made with your eggs. Yes.
Excuse me. So January's has the symbol of the rabbit stems from the ancient pagan tradition Oster, which honors the goddess of the fertility and spring. This goddess's animal symbol was a rabbit, traditionally standing for fertility due to their high production rates.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jan.
Also called Ostara, which is basically the spring equinox, but it kind of got merged with the whole Easter thing. And I know some people who celebrate Easter as their Ostara or Ostre celebration, and that's their way of being able to have their pagan practices and still be able to celebrate with their Christian family and stuff like that.
Oh, well, that's
Good
great.
solution. Yeah, that's
Good
awesome.
solution. Good way to do it. Each tradition reflects unique cultural interpretations of Easter's themes of renewal and joy. And I think there's nothing more joyful than thinking of rabbits laying Easter eggs. I mean, it's just so out of your rational thinking. It just is fun when you think of, wow,
Poor rabbits. Oof.
poor rabbits laying the Easter eggs. Whatever your belief system may be, the tradition of Easter is to remind us of everlasting life. There is no beginning, there is no end. Our spirit, which is from the heart and soul of Creator, never dies. So today I choose to celebrate the gift and symbol of death, rebirth, and everlasting life, which is what's good. Mary's going to be talking about on Sunday. But the Easter egg, I just got really caught up in reading about all the different ways that the different countries handled having an Easter egg. And one of the things that I liked about it was that they were all doing it with a feeling of love. And that's the most important thing for me, is Easter is about love. And instead of thinking about Christ's death and Christ born, I think of the things that people do to represent themselves during that time. People who get dressed up and go to church, and they put on their new clothes and they're so excited about going to church. The little kids looking forward to the Easter Bunny. There's so many different things that you can think of during Easter time. But when you think of it has started, this coloring of eggs and things like that, over 4,000 years ago, that is amazing.
Well, I guess
That
the
was
egg came first.
pre-Christian. The egg came first. Thank you,
Yeah.
Corky.
That answers that question.
Yeah.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
The bunny or the egg?
The egg came first. And when you think about what are you doing today for Palm Sunday, for me, it's a thankfulness that of the Christ progress. This is when Christ came into town. This is when he received the awards, the joy, the laughter, the love, and received the feeling of being appreciated by people. And that's what I think of today. As a Palm Sunday is a day that we should appreciate being alive. We should appreciate whether you're a Christian or you're a Jew or you're a rabbi. No, sorry.
Wait,
No. A Christian or a Jew or whatever religion you are, is that here at CCL, we celebrate your religion. And the reason I wanted to celebrate today was because I wanted you to realize that there's so much going on in life that is positive. Stop watching the news. Stop looking at all the negative that's going on. Find a place that you can be, where you can feel the love around you, not the hostility that you read about or you hear about on TV or you see pictures of. Think of the love and what it's like to feel love from everybody. And join in that progress, that viewpoint of you are loved. And you look at the screen and you can see all the people that love you. Think of that. Think of Jan, think of Joyce, think of Regina, think of Arlene, think of Janet, think of everybody on the screen as people that love us. And the love is the most important thing of this for this day. Yes, thank you.
Jan and Janet.
Jan and Janet, thank you. Of doing the hearts with your hands. Think of there's more hearts. Think of the love that's around you for this day. Just like you had entered the village and you'd gone in and there was all of this beautiful love showing to you. Think of the love around you. You might live alone, okay? But feel the love when you go outside. The love from your flowers in your garden. The love that you have around you. Experience it today. It's a beautiful day here in San Jose. I don't know what the weather is like up in Petaluma. I don't know what it's like in Guerneville. Arlene, hopefully it's nice where you are. All these other people, we just see the weather as being beautiful today and shining on you. It's a day to go out. It's a day to go out and feel the weather and feel like I'm being held in loving hands today. I have all these people on the screen that love me and appreciate me, and I have people that are willing to be here with me because they love me. And so you feel that love and know that you're worth it. You're worth it. Don't think about, oh well, but I'm a supporter of Trump. Nobody is going to love me. Or I'm a supporter of anybody and nobody's going to love me. Just think of you are loved because you are a child of God, of Creator. And we love you because of that. And so when you look at this screen, everybody on this screen loves you. And so this is a day to feel that love, to feel that energy, to go out and enjoy the beautiful weather today and enjoy yourself. And if you can't walk, feel like it's okay. I can stick my head out the window. I can move around and get some energy going for me. But take the time to appreciate yourself and the beautiful weather that we're having today. Just like Jesus did when he went into the village. For today, what I'd like for you all to do is take the time to go outside and feel the sun and think of the sun. S-U-N-S-O-N. And know that you are loved and appreciated by everybody on this screen. You are loved and appreciated. And it's a day to appreciate yourself, even if you don't think other people do. Some people say, oh, but nobody likes me. Oh, baloney. Here I love every one of you. And I want you to feel that love, that knowing that you are loved is something that's going to keep you going for the rest of the month. So there's so many things that you can talk about and so many things that you can say today that make us love you more. And so I'm going to turn the panel over. Yes, Joan.
Well, you know, when Earl was first sick, I realized the first few months were very difficult. And I started looking, I knew it was going to be a long process. And I just said, how am I going to deal with this? And I made a commitment to myself to look for good things happening each day. So I started reading the news looking for good things. And I found exciting scientific discoveries, exciting people that were doing new and different things. And so I've become the Good Things Happening lady, because that's what I post on Facebook nearly every day.
Great.
And as I adopted that saying, more good things came to me, and I became more aware of good things happening. So it's been such a blessing, but it took a discipline. It didn't happen automatically or easily. I had to get up each day and say, today I'm going to look for good things happening.
Good.
Not think about what lies ahead as gloomy and dreary, because Earl ended up being sick for 8 years.
Oh my gosh.
And it was a long time. And I know some of you have had that experience also.
Yes.
Good things happening.
Good. Thank you for sharing, Joan. That's wonderful. Good things happening. And so, And if you watch TV and you see something you don't like, turn off the TV. You don't have to sit there and watch it if you're being made unhappy by it. This is a day for you to enjoy the outside, enjoy the wonders of life, and enjoy being alive. So think about that. And what Joan was saying, of every day she got up and she thought of the good things in life. That's the way to do it. Anybody want to join in and good
Joyce.
things? Joyce.
Well, first of all, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I grew up with a very interesting father, Joseph Levi Thomas Brown. Bunch of name. He says that was for all the ones that weren't coming. But he had an interesting sense of humor, and he had a wonderful singing voice. And he used to sing a song about chuck-a-luck, chuck-a-luck, honey and tea, bobtailed rabbit in a hollow tree, mealy, mealy, way over yonder on that hill. The reason why I tell you this is that rabbit was about freedom, and that those who listened to the song and followed what he was singing of the person that was singing it in a village of Black folks would run to freedom. So the rabbit was a representation of freedom. And so that's another celebration to look forward to way back in the day. And so I just wanted to just want to share that there's a lot to be said for the rabbit.
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Well, thank you for sharing,
Thanks
Joyce.
so much.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Anybody else have anything that they'd like to share? Well, think about it. Janet, sorry.
Well, I just want to play upon what Reverend Joyce C. talked about, which I think is just so powerful. It's like we have a language of freedom and renewal and rebirth in these symbols of the egg, of the rabbit, of the chickadee, all of these different, earth symbols that have been created to give us a way to talk, so that when we need to talk in symbolic language, and I'm really glad that you brought this up, Joyce C., because when we're talking in symbolic language, so that we can communicate with each other when it is not safe to communicate directly. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. It was not safe, in Mississippi in the day, right. And so there were songs created, and they are freedom songs, and they have symbolisms. So we're talking about spring, and we're talking about how can you, my friends, gather up the spring that is in your own soul, right? What does your spring look like? What does your spring look like? I mean, what are the symbols for you that bring you that sense of spring? For me, as Dottie has said, going out in nature, feeling the sun on my head and on my face, feeling the breeze. I feel so lucky to be able to live in California, where we have this beautiful weather, right? And even in animals, like, hugging my cat this morning. It's like she's a symbol of spring for me, and so all of these symbols of our own rebirth to our full selves is what I believe the invitation. And Palm Sunday represents that gathering of our community to celebrate us.
Right.
To celebrate us, right? And so what you're talking about, Dottie, is right on the money. It's like, how can I claim those symbols of spring? And I really love and appreciate the goddess tradition, and so I really thank the goddess's animal symbol was a rabbit, traditionally standing for fertility due to their high reproduction rates, as our wonderful Ruth Renata has brought forth. There are lots of symbolisms, and even the rabbit was a symbol for the Blessed Mother, for the Virgin Mary, right? So all of these symbolisms um, bring about an opportunity for us to hold on to an energy stream that's connected to that symbolism. So pick the symbolism that has the most meaning for you. You know, whatever tradition it comes from, pick that and hold on to it and let it shine. Let it shine to you and let it shine from you to the world.
Great, great service. Yes, yes, Ruth.
So, hearing Janet talk, it reminded me of what Janet said earlier, which was you gotta hang your hat on your own soul. And then there's this song from the 80s, My Little Pony, and I'll only read the lyrics so that we avoid copyright issues. But the part of the lyrics is, home is where your heart is, it's where you hang your hat. Without a home, you're nowhere, and nowhere is no place to be at. And now she's talking about, you know, the spring of your soul and renewal, and I just think of your soul, your heart, who you are. That's like your home base, right? You are your own home base. Now we got the baseball metaphors coming, and and there are going to be times when we're going to need to be in repose. You know, traditionally winter is you close everything, you know, down, you slow down, you know, you store everything so you can survive through the winter and all of that jazz. And then you wait for the spring to come and then you can open up, but our souls do that. Where sometimes even the extroverts need a little time to be on their own, right? To be in repose, but then spring comes, the spring in their soul, and it's like, oh, okay, now I can begin again. And I don't know, I just felt like I should say that.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
Yeah, yes.
So in my book about luck, one of the things they emphasize is that people who are lucky have a good outlook on life, and they expect good things to happen to them. And even if difficult things happen to them, they expect some benefit in the long run. So part of this rebirth and this idea of spring and being allowing your heart to feel love, that is part of becoming lucky. And I have always felt like I'm a lucky person, because after all, I found CCL, as did all of you, and that was lucky for us.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So you have luck. You have good things happening to you. Yes. Anybody else want to share anything about their feeling about today? Stephen, you had your hand up.
Not really. I was just holding my hand on my head thinking. But you know, not having anything to say has never stopped me. So I've been meditating a lot about how life is kind of like a Rorschach type of thing. We will see these symbols that the universe is giving to us all around us, is giving us signs of what's going on in our lives. And it's how we interpret those symbols is how we're going to actualize our next moment. You know, it's like when you lay out a layout of cards, you know, you're kind of stuck with that layout. You've got to interpret it how you can. When you're playing poker, you're stuck with the hand you're dealt, you know, but how you play those cards makes a huge difference in the outcome of whatever's going to happen next. So do accentuate the positive, see what good is going to happen, because it's all cycles. This year the winter will pass, spring will come. You can't come out of the cave if you don't go to that scary looking door. You know, that stuff. You've
Thank
got to
you.
pass through. You've got, yeah. So I'll shut up now.
Well, we love hearing you talk. Thank you so much. Uh, okay, Eileen.
Eileen is, yeah.
Eileen,
Hello, good morning, everybody. Nice to
good
see all your
morning.
Morning.
faces. Someone said the word repose earlier, right? And the first image that popped in my head is this beautiful, large statue of the Buddha reposed, lying down in Thailand, which I got to see as a child. So even though we're coming to springtime, yeah, it's actually from the cold and the yin of winter coming into warm of the summer and the yang of the summer, right? And with all that's been happening, it seems like, you know, we're losing our rights and so forth with the current regime, right? But in Asian culture, anything that seems to be danger, the word for danger actually, or rather crises, has two characters. One being danger, and the other one is opportunity. So just as we're coming into the yang of towards the summer, right, and we're decreasing the yin of springtime, what I'm seeing is that whilst it seems like we're losing our power in other ways, it means for me to go more into the yin of our spirituality and our joy, and you know what they've been saying about community, right, and seeking others out, because there still is love and joy. And then it's our yin of preparation, right? Not so much to say I don't like that, but like I want this socially in my government, or you know, with my community, and support each other, and these are the things we want to keep and so forth. So there's always these two-edged symbols. So when I saw the reposing Buddha, right, he's one of the most powerful enlightened minds in the world, but he's lying down and taking it easy. As in the right time, right place, and chill. Kind of. So there's an old image of me in front of the feet with all the sutras written on the statue of the feet, right? So I look at that, you're lying down, but you have all the wisdom within you that you walk on every day that helps carry us. So that's why I'm looking into this opportunity. For every crazy thing that comes out every day, the news is like, oh yes, so I like this one better, and I'm going to flip it that way. And yeah, rather than look at it as all problems, and seeking out community, and right, going more into joy. So that's my 2 cents.
Well, thank you.
Great, thank you
very
so much. That was wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Anybody else want to share anything here about how do you share your love? How do you share your energy and keeping it positive? Mary, there you are. There's Mary Gary. I talked about you being our speaker next Sunday and talking about Easter. This is great seeing you here. Welcome.
I just want to hear your voice again, that's all.
Okay. Anybody else have anything else they want to share with how you can enjoy your life with everything else around you feeling difficult? Get out of looking at the difficulty and look at the stuff that makes you happy. Whether it's the shining of the sun, whether it's the sprinkling of the rain, whatever it is, bring it into your heart and say, I am so happy to be living in this condition, instead of worrying about everything else. I have a lot of people who say, well, Dottie, you should be talking about what's happening in the government. No, for me, that's not my spiritual path. My spiritual path is loving everybody, finding something positive to say about everybody, and appreciating people. It's not about complaining and griping. And when people gripe a lot, I tend to shut them off. And because that's not hitting me where I live. But think about that. Where do you live? Where do you share things with people? Look at what people you want to share things with. And but of this whole group of people that are here today, I know believe in love, happiness, and joy. I know you all, and I know you, that's what you believe in, is love, happiness, and joy. So think of it. Think of today as a day I can look at the love in my life. And if you think about worrying about something, say, I'm not going to worry today. I'm just going to think about the love in my life. And put that on your face with a smile. Okay, come on, everybody smile. You can do it. You can smile. Come on. Yeah, yeah. And what does that do for you? It makes you feel good. When you smile, it makes you feel alive, and it makes you feel the sun is shining on you.
Joyce and Patty want to have a hand?
Patty, did you have something to say? Yes.
Yeah, just briefly, I want to say thank you so much, Dottie, for this really incredible, positive and uplifting message. It is timely and it is so right on. And I really appreciate it. I personally needed to hear it today. And you're absolutely right. We have to stay at the heart, stay with our heart, and stay with gratitude. We have so much to be grateful for. And I just want to thank you personally for the message.
You are welcome.
Yeah, yes, and Joyce?
Be sure to support CCL through donations. And what is the PayPal link, Dottie?
SafeDottie at AOL.com.
You know, the reason that this exists is because of donations from and commitment from Dottie and Corky, and the financial support that we provide.
Thank you so much for people who make donations. We appreciate it. And it's just like one of the ways that you can say thank you to the universe. And we're still helping people. We have quite a few people that need help, and so they come through us, and we help them financially. And with your support, that's what helps us too. But thank you so much for being here. We love you all. Thank you for sharing your time with us this morning. And remember, open up, smile, let the sun shine in, and have a great day. Thank you so much.
You are so wonderful. Thank you. Yay!
Thank you.
Bye
now.
Thank you everyone for showing up. We really appreciate it. See you next Sunday.